Hello, my name is Josh Kamps. I'm here at the LASA annual field day at Wilson Organic Farms, and we are in the soil pit that Wilson so gratefully allowed us to share. And what we have here is a Fayette silt loam. That's one of the more common soil series in Lafayette County in some of our areas that had traditional forest vegetation. Right, so we'll just kind of take a peek here. We had a few people that volunteered to put some signs in the profile, and let's just kind of talk about some of them. So we have this surface horizon. It goes down to about 24 centimeters, about 9 inches. Okay, and you could say that's maybe like an old plow layer, but we can tell that there is really good structure in this soil. As we pull some of this out, I don't see a lot of compaction layers. Okay, so this has structure that roots are going to want to grow in, and that nutrients are going to be able to be held in, and to help feed our crop. One of the really important soil health features that we talked about was how important soil aggregate stability is, and that's what I'm trying to show here with this soil ped. Is as we break this apart, this ped is staying together and it's staying firm. Okay, so when there's maybe a heavy rainfall or some disturbance on the soil surface, this soil aggregate can withstand that and can help it keep it from eroding and leaving the soil site. As we go down through the profile, this is actually a E horizon. Okay, so some of the clay has leached out of this horizon. As I'm pushing this out on my finger, you can see how that just falls off the end. That tells me that it's still a silt loam soil, even though the color has changed. We go a little bit deeper into the horizon. We get into some of the B layers, and that's where our texture is going to actually change. So if you see how that's sticking together as I ribbon that off the end of my finger, that's telling me that we're moving into the silty clay loam texture, which is common for this soil. Some of those clays over time have leached down deeper into the soil profile, and that actually is a good benefit to growing crops. We have some of that heavier soil texture down here. You can still see the roots. I have some of those marked. You can see the roots are still growing down into the soil, but yet with this clay, with the clay increasing in the soil, it helps to hold the water even a little more. And we also have some places marked where there's earthworm channels and where there's some plant root channels. If you can see this really small streak here, that was most likely a root. And if we look at this area here, that was most likely an earthworm channel. Okay, so what we tried to share with the group today is that soil function is what equals soil health. So if we can understand how our soil is functioning, we can understand if our soil is healthy. And this is a very highly functioning soil. We have good aggregate stability. We have root development that's deep down into the soil profile. And we have clear evidence that there's microorganisms working within the soil to help bring oxygen and organic matter deeper into the soil. And over time, this top layer will get deeper, and we'll have a more fertile soil. It'll be a more productive soil, and also soil that will be more weather resilient. So I think what we learned today is that the practices here at Wilson Farms at this site are really effective and are promoting soil health. And if there's any interest in learning more about soil health, definitely reach out to LASA, to the website. We have a lot of resources available at Extension as well.